Alright, let's do it. I've picked up the stuff. It was just here. Let's see.
I have the ingredients you mentioned.
Unbelievable. Give them to me.
We
must
why
get the
unbelievable?
proportions right.
Where are you
Done.
going?
Let's see what's in the manuscript. By the gods.
What?
What did you find?
Instructions. A description of how to forge the legendary sword known as Cairn.
Oh no, forging it.
The sword will be yours. You deserve it, Witcher. I will consider forging it an honor.
Thanks. So long.
But
Hey!
no, you scare me. You're
Hey!
mad. I don't want anything to do with you.
Leave the royal courts.
Excuse me. Kerme. Steel sword. Chance of instant kill +4. Yeah, that's good. I even have the stuff to do it, but do I need her? Really? I don't know. Well, yeah, I could, but also no.
Pour venom into rulers' ears,
All
no
right.
more.
I don't think I can do anything here. I don't see anything that activates. Alright then. I think it's time we go talk with people. I was thinking, let's go talk with Natalis again about Kimbolt and the other one, right? Let's talk with everybody about everybody, especially not with Kimbolt, but with everybody else that knows Kimbolt, alright? To see what kind of person he is. Right? Where was Natalius? Hello, Iko.
I know nothing.
Okay. This guy has a fancy place with cats. Hello, kitty. Huh. Look at all those shoes. Fancy, huh? Would you look at that doll? Would you look at that wooden doll? Yeah, I see that too. The toilet. Good sir.
Ah, Geralt of Rivia, I am delighted to see you among the living and the free.
Are you serious, Count?
Such an injustice to lock you up without so much as a hearing. And then the beatings, the torture. It's barbaric, I tell you. Based on pure prejudice, the presumption of guilt.
Actually, if I'd seen what they saw.
But alas, such is my homeland, filled with fear and thus ruthless, cold as stone, dark and severe in aura and mindset.
I suppose there's some truth to that.
A response at once cautious and reasonable. Admirable qualities in and of themselves, positively required in your profession.
If you say so.
But tell me, Witcher, what brings you here? Are you nipping at the heels of Foltest's killer?
Kind of.
Close to beheading the wretch, as I expect is your style? Do you require my assistance?
Probably.
I just have some questions, Count.
Well, ask away by all means. I am finding you a skilled, if slightly reticent, conversationalist.
This guy talks like Dandelion a little bit. Wow. You don't look very Temerian. He looks fancy, but by the way, this guy is one of the guys that's in the Council of Regent, with Kimbolt as well. And Brigida told us that him and Kimbolt seem to get along, but maybe not, but maybe yes, who knows. And what else? They are, Kimbolt and this guy, Maravel, are the only ones of the council that came here with Natalis. Let's start from the beginning.
I've got to say you stand out, Count.
I'm flattered, I suppose, but what specifically do you mean?
I haven't quite put my finger on it, but take a look around. Would you say you resemble your countrymen?
I thank the gods I do not. It is because I love my homeland that I am the first to note its faults, and they are many.
Care to elaborate?
Hypocrisy, superstition, lack of learning. Need I go on?
I don't think so. But I'm willing.
If you wouldn't mind.
Take you witchers, for instance. The gods know we suffer a plague of beasts. Pre-conjunction, post-conjunction, magically bred and sprung from rotting marshes and the dark abysses of our land.
Okay.
No such thing as pre-conjunction creatures.
You bite unnecessarily. We have but one remedy for this plague, dwindling in numbers as it may be, yet it is a remedy we revile. You are shunned, spat upon, turned away on stormy nights. Would you say this is reasonable?
Would I care?
It's the way of things.
Spoken like a true representative of a dying species.
Yeah, well... Let's go on.
What brings you to Loch Muin?
Concern for my country, Witcher, and an express and somewhat surprising request from Constable Natalis.
Okay.
Surprising. How so?
Surely you jest, Witcher. Truth be told, few could marshal loyal forces matching mine on such short order, Baron Kimbolt excepted. Yet, though I very much held Foltest's trust, I cannot say that many of my Temerian peers feel the same way.
Why do you suppose that is?
They resent me. I share neither their customs nor their beliefs.
Should I go there?
Does the name Brigida Papabrock ring any bells?
Rings bells, sets off whistles. Why? I believe my loins have grown warm. Touch my plums, touch my plums.
Excuse me.
Fruit, Witcher, especially fruit of the south. Tender, juicy, soft on the exterior. That's what I think of when you mention Dame Brigida. The woman is positively obsessed.
I was hoping for a straighter answer.
A man of your experience surely understands what I mean.
Kinda.
So you admit you know her well?
I know her, I have known her, and I expect I yet will, and I'm not alone in that. Though, mind you, I admire the woman. Her kind of ambition is rare among both genders.
Ever taken advantage of that? Ever asked her to run errands for you?
One must be careful with the ambitious. They are almost always running their own errands. Asking them to do yours simply invites them to use you. Baron Kimbolt learned that the hard way. But why ask me about the lass, here and now of all times and places? Surely, given your close allegiance and, no doubt, many a shared drinking binge, Commander Roach has told you all.
I don't drink that much, actually, in this game. Thank God. What about Roche? Well, what about Roche? We know what about Roche.
Brigida used Baron Kimbolt?
Continues to, I surmise.
To what end?
You cannot expect me to answer every little query that pops into your mind, Witcher.
Why not?
Commander Roach can be strangely discreet. What do you know?
I'm hardly one to tell another man's secrets.
Indulge me.
If you must know, the rascal Roach rogered our dear Brigida, just before he passed her off onto me, among others, with a purpose in mind, I suspect.
He'll be interested to hear what you had to say.
My, aren't we dutiful?
Geralt is pretty dutiful. Because Geralt is a beautiful witcher, but I'm laughing because... oh God, I could go to a whole discussion slash rant why I think this guy is speaking absolute nonsense. I don't believe a word he says. I mean, partially I do, but at the same time, no. I feel like this guy, he's a grandiose liar. I don't know exactly why, but I feel like he's a grandiose liar. I have, of course, my very logical reasons, and well, what can I say? Sketchy, and most likely a liar. And yeah. What about that I deal with wooden items only in the private thing, whatever? What does that mean? Kitty kitty. What should I do now? Okay, I know what should I do. I wanted to go to Natalis. Why does that thing bother me so much? That chest. Why? Why? What is wrong with me? Hey!
Witcher?
Ah, yeah, because... Alright then. Fine game. Oh, I would like to level up.
It's you!
Alright. So let's see who this is.
I believe there's been a misunderstanding, my lord.
Get out before I call my guards.
And what might I convey?
Nothing.
Baron, sir, you gave your word.
For the last time, out! Tend to this matter.
Wow. A thug.
Baron Ravenin Kimbolt, I presume.
Does that Witcher's code of yours exempt you from court etiquette? Does it grant you the right to speak to the Highborn without being asked to do so?
I guess I don't need to introduce myself.
Oh no. I know who you are. Geralt of Rivia. Foltest's other favorite hound alongside Roach. Not purebred. To say you bring trouble wherever you appear.
None of us is purebred, if you mean Geralt and or Roche. I think Roche particularly is not. I don't know about Geralt. Nobody knows, I suppose. By the way, I don't think this version of Geralt is particularly houndy, but more kittish. More like a cat, I suppose. Because he, in behavior, is very independent and can switch his loyalties. I know you ordered the convoy to change course. Do I? No. Let's talk about who was that.
Who was that thug I passed in the doorway?
He's of no concern to you.
Obviously.
People like him sometimes do stupid things.
Did I ask for your opinion on the matter?
No, but I give it anyway. Because I'm a nice person.
What'll happen to Temeria?
Is that a note of nostalgia I hear in your voice?
Why?
Remembering your service under Foltest, or recalling some romp in the sack with the royal advisor? Whichever it may be, spare me your courtesy. You don't care a lick about my country.
Exactly. I asked for Roche's sake. Yeah, screw Temeria. I don't really care about Temeria. But because Geralt is not Temerian. He cares about his two little things, which are probably Kaer Morhen and then the Witchers. He's a very simple Geralt, this one. Not that complicated. I asked for Roche's sake. If Roche wanted to ask, he could ask himself, I suppose.
I know what I care about. That's why I asked.
Understand this. I'm talking to you only out of respect for Foltest. Out of remembrance for him.
Haven't seen much evidence of that remembrance, aside from the rewards on my head.
They'd have hanged you if not for the testimony of little Anais.
So the girl finally talked.
What?
Whoever that monk was,
Finally?
he was just like you.
Finally, Geralt, you don't know she saw. Geralt. You don't know it. And then, guys, we know she talked about it. Wow, this just came out. I expected this to come out from Brigida, but... Alright. I'm not interested in defending myself. Pah.
I take it you sit on the Council of Regents.
Not for much longer.
Why's that?
The council will become obsolete. Temeria is a country one rules with a crown on one's head, or not at all.
Okay.
A lot of people are out to don that crown.
But few have the right. As Foltest's cousin, the throne should be mine.
Oh.
Or the royal daughters, Anais Lavalette's.
Dark will be the day when we are ruled by bastards. The nobles have decided to share power.
You said it yourself, Baron. In a crown or not at all.
Temeria will be divided into provinces. A shameful end to the monarchy. A shameful end to the country.
Is it shameful to end the monarchy? I don't know. Yes and no, depends from the monarchy.
They're gonna re-establish the conclave. I didn't expect so many Temerians to show up for the ceremony.
We're not here for some magic pomp and circumstance. This is about celebrating a new order in the northern kingdoms.
Is that so?
Your kind doesn't understand this yet, but your life is about to change. Forever.
My kind.
Wanderers and scoundrels. People, and I use the term loosely, without loyalty or country. People for whom coin is the law and everything's for sale.
Yes and no. I mean, Geralt here is not that defined strictly. Well, we have to... Wait a second. I wanted to go to Natalis first now, didn't I? I think he's here somewhere.
It's you!
It's me! I know what happened to the royal children. Let's ask these two first.
Impressive summit, but not all the players have their representatives here.
The most important do. The mages thought about inviting everyone, but time is short.
And Aedirn, what about Nilfgaard? What about Aedirn? It's a mess.
I've seen a Nilfgaardian delegation.
Scandalous, as I see it. They're here at Henselt's bidding. Before long, he'll be inviting them to his war councils.
I think they're already invited.
The mages will want to get as much as they can out of this summit, and monarchs don't generally like others dictating terms. This may end in a row.
There will be no row. The mages now rely on the mercy of the northern kingdoms. The amphitheater itself is also protected by an anti-magic shield,
Yes.
like the one used at Thanedd. The times of mage impunity are gone. They will be shown their place.
But, didn't Thanedd end like show or something anyway? Expect show. I know what happened to the royal... Can I talk to him about the royal children?
There's a traitor among the Temerians.
Careful, Witcher. You'd better have evidence if you plan to accuse someone of treason.
Busi and Anais.
Yeah?
Yes?
Oh. Oh. So I need to talk more. Okay. He didn't really give me any particular insight, but I'd rather have talked to him before talking to Kimbold anyway, about serious stuff, I mean.
Kingslayer.
Come on, let's finish our discussion. Can I, maybe with this option I can ask more. I'll check it out. Nothing.
The convoy carrying Anais and Busi was ambushed. Why?
I'd like to know that myself.
I've seen your letter to Horst Lubbock, the one in which you ordered him to abandon the planned route.
Nonsense! I sent no such letter.
I believe you. You wouldn't have that writing style, I suppose. The letter looked authentic. Really, Geralt? Did it?
The letter bears your seal and signature.
Okay, there's a seal.
Where is it?
A seal I couldn't see. So, alright. Do I want to give it to him? Probably not. Unimportant. Right here. Am I giving it? I don't really want to give it to him. Mind you.
That's immaterial just now.
If that's the situation. I've said all I have to say. I wrote no such letter.
Words come cheap, Baron. I'm finding it hard to believe you.
Really?
I care little for what you believe. If this letter exists, we are dealing with a forgery. Whoever is behind this has crossed a Temerian noble, and will be duly punished. My scribe will test the letter and confirm what I claim.
Okay. Your people aren't credible witnesses, true? But I will talk to him anyway.
All right. I'll see what this scribe has to say.
There are objective means of examining the letter's authenticity. I promise to pay you well for learning the truth.
The truth does taste better when payment's involved.
Really, Geralt? I thought that this was a matter of principle for you and me. I think I know
Kingslayer.
who the scribe is. Let's do this. Okay, guys, I'm pretty sure that Kimbold didn't write that letter. It's just... Hello, what are you doing? Another Dorian.
Calling me sauced? Nah.
I think
Fear of mine.
Drunker than a bard.
Like a
Won't get anything out of him. Maybe there's something about testing letters in his notes.
Yeah, we already found all that stuff.
young alchemist. Do as you order. I dash it to water.
Okay, he's revealing quite some stuff. Oh my god. I see another
The
meaning.
king of reagents. Yes.
I'm seeing another meaning for privy here. What about this? What is it?
Cormorants.
Interrogation
A
report?
string of
Upon completing the initial procedures, we began the interrogation proper. Arian Lavalette was informed of the tools which would be used. His answer, being vulgar and unworthy of a highborn man, was not recorded. Then the unkind master began to brand him with a hot iron. I proceeded to ask him my Lord Baron's questions. Unfortunately, I came upon a wall of resistance, and the subject's answers were full of filth that shed no light on the issues at hand. The unkind master then reached for another tool, and after it was applied, I began to ask my Lord Baron's question anew. Okay? So, Arian was interrogated by the Baron?
young alchemists. Not all that falls out an ass is gold. Yet a cormorant old shit spells out his hole. Vapors to cleanse in water cold. So be bold, be bold.
Be bold! Wait a second, it was just here. I went everywhere trying to find books or hints, and then...
According to the scribe's notes, if this is Kimbold's letter, the paper it's written on was treated with an invisible dye. An activator should bring out the dye, turning the paper blue. Now for the activator's formula. Better try it on some drafts first.
So I didn't have to make this. It was already made here.
I need to make the substance that will bring out the dye.
Oh,
and
yes?
apply it to the letter.
Oh, okay, so the ingredients are right in front of me. What is burnt lime? I have no idea. Well, but thank God I can read the notes directly from here.
How did it go? Light, quench, rinse. Thus you will the facts evince. To read the truth by lies deformed, guano into piss transformed.
Yeah, that's what it says. But do I have to use all this stuff? I don't know. I don't understand if I have to use them all and there is an order, or if I just have to pick the right answer. Let's just try the first one and see how this works.
Everything's better with a dash of bird guano.
Yes. Oh no. You have to add stuff then. Vitriol oil? What is vitriol oil?
Calling me sauced? Nah, I'm clear of mind like a cormorant. Water quenches lime like beer quenches thirst. Young alchemists, not all that falls out an ass is gold. Yet a cormorant old shit spells out his hole. Vapors to cleanse in water cold. So be bold, be bold!
Because I translated some of the terms, there is, you just have to follow the instructions of the mumbling guy, but there is also some kind of sense. For example, light, quench and rinse. Light is associated with the quick lime. Because bird lime, also quick lime, that is used for whitewashing sometimes, or bleaching, so it does have connotation with light.
A little burnt lime.
Then you quench the lime with water because it needs to be dissolved in some way or another.
A bit of water.
Then you have the
Everything's better with a dash of bird guano.
that's self-explanatory. And then you have to do this operation, which is the rinsing.
Wait for it to dissolve. Smells like piss, but it worked. The sheet's orange, not blue. The letter's fake. Kimbold had nothing to do with this.
Cormorants! A string of
I'm a little bit puzzled though. I already knew that. I wish I could avoid doing this at this point. I wish there was another way to get there, to have the option of accusing Marvel. Because I'm accusing him. I'm pretty sure because there's something with him. I'm not convinced by anything that he said.